lovely. We are in Fishguard in Wales. We're off over to Rothlare in Ireland for a couple of weeks with the van. It's a lovely day. Just had a bit of food. Here we are, here's Fishguard. Should be leaving in about 5 minutes. Weather's decent. We're off on a Stena line this time. Well, here we are above the town of Dungarvan in County Waterford. We met two ladies down at the beach about an hour ago, and they recommended we come up here tonight to stay because there's no issues with parking or anything. One of the ladies stays about 100 yards up the road, so she's given us permission, so we're happy with that. Quite a long day, and we found someone nice, thankfully, to put the van for the night. Sun's going down, so I'm going to have something to eat, probably have a glass of wine, enjoy the view, and I will see you all in the morning. Nice little penny there. That's our guard dog for tonight, looking awful fierce. See a couple of little bunny rabbits down there in the field. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful morning. Can have some breakfast, and then we're heading off over to Cork, and then over to a place called Sheep's Head. Stay there the night, do a bit of fishing, I hope, and see what happens. There's the museum at the Mizen Head. It's not far from the Fastnet lighthouse. If you look on here, it says Mizen Head and Fastnet Rock shipwrecks. Yeah, and there's loads of them. Look at that on this wall. Sinking of the RMS Lusitania. Little bridge here, Mizen Bridge. Isn't that nice? Just off here is Fastnet Lighthouse. There's a little rock, and this Mizen Head Point is the most southwesterly part in Ireland. The Fastnet Rock, that's where the lighthouse is, was often referred to as the teardrop of Ireland, because as all the immigrants went away in the early 1900s, 19th century I should say, that's the last part of Ireland they saw. Some would never come back, so they shed a lot of tears. It's quite a sad story, to be honest, but it's out there somewhere. So I can't see it just now because it's a bit of a misty day. It's out that way. Don't know if you can see the backing there. Stop the light facing backwards. There's the clear light at the front. Here are the workmen's quarters, 1910 to 1993. They're not too bad.
distraction. He inherited his interest in birds and insects from his father and grandfather, and he developed it during his service. He lives by the sea at Carrickfergus, County Donegal, married to a pilot's daughter. He lives within sight and sound of the Inishowen Lighthouse.
Lovely clock.
Below him is historic water. Cornkill and his monk, and he wrote this town.
Looks like we've got the kitchen here. Assuming there the fish go past. It's a plan of the Fastnet Rock, 1854. Oh, look at these. Look at them nowadays, do you?
Constantly rolled around and washed by the sea. But even so, they collect seaweed, mussels, and dimples. They'll identify colours and marks.
That's what's called the engine room.
And so they have to be replaced and brought ashore for overhaul.
Good old listed engine. It's about 7:30 at night now, and I'm just going to try a little bit of fishing. I don't know if I can actually get down because it's all been cliffs the last sort of mile or so. I think I'll just head down there. Should take me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. See if I can get down to the water and see if I can catch some mackerel. As with fishing, a bit of a 50-50 really. Not too convinced, there's quite a bit of sand around. But I'll give it a go. Nice evening for it. Just managed to bag myself a nice little pollock. I think I'll maybe go for one more, hopefully, maybe a couple of mackerel, and see where I am. There we go. There's just again down there. I'm just fishing off this little ledge here. Took me quite a while to get down. Not the safest of places, but I've caught one fish, so it's got to be worth it. Lovely way to spend an evening. Oh, well, as you can tell, I'm out of breath. Just climbed up that big blooming hill. Caught a couple of pollock, but I found the most strangest thing ever on the way back up. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of that compared to my foot. There's my fish, by the way. Got a couple of these. Have them for breakfast tomorrow. Look at that compared to my hand. Look at that. We're just in the little town of Bantry this morning, still in Cork, just having a little nosy, see what we can see. Seems a nice little place so far. All the colours in them houses. Nice little water wheel. It's a big old anchor. Okay, that's us done now in Bantry. We're off down to Castletown Beer next. Nice little colourful place. There's a little village of fishing village of Castletown Beer. Still in County Cork. Looks like it's got a fairly decent fishing fleet still. This is a Monday and they're still at port. It's a nice one, isn't it? This is the Lorelena. She's up for sale. So, if you do fancy 20 years work, give this chap a call. Because she is in pretty bad shape. Goodness me. So, Lorelena, skipperine. Here's the old Erskine ferry coming in. Well, I spoke to the guy, just come off the ferry. He's back in 15 minutes. He says, go and have a look. So I'm going to have a look. All on my own on the ferry. I've been on here for like 25 years plus probably. Well, I see they welded together the old turntable that used to be on the floor. Oh, a bit of a lump on the floor there. Goodness me. Yeah. There's the old pay point. Still exactly the same place. That started the engine room if I remember correctly. to me they've got a little stove in there. A little stove when it gets cold. I remember the life jacket used to get stored around the side here, and that used to be the male and female toilets, but it's now a store. Right, there's the ramp. I'm just going to pop my head up and have a look. There we have it. So, back down again. Right, I think I've overstayed my welcome. Best to depart. So, that's the old Eriskay Ferry here in Bear Island. I remember the hydraulics for the ramps used to be here, but it looks like they're controlled from the wheelhouse now. I can't recall the amount of times I got my feet wet coming off here in all sorts of weather back in the good old days. There we have it. We're at a bit of a viewpoint here. We left Castletownbere about 45 minutes ago. We're on our way to Killarney. We're coming through some hills here. Just a nice area of land. That bay down there is called Bantry Bay. Well, we're now in County Kerry. In County Kerry now. It's amazing how green everything is, absolutely wonderful. There's this little shop we just passed, so we're going to stop and have a little nosy. It's called Molly Gullivan's. I wonder if that's our Molly there. Molly Gullivan's Cottage and Traditional Farm. Got ourselves a couple of sheepies here. Molly's old tea room. Let's have a little nosy in here. It's quite dark. This is the old tea room. Let's get the old paraffin light on the roof. Like in a clock. I wonder what that is. Looks like that's one of them things for making wool. Take a little look upstairs. Oh, I can't believe how old this is. Look at the child's little cot thing there. Here we are now, little view stop in Killarney National Park. It's about 6 in the evening now, getting on a bit. Still nice and warm. Good evening all. We are currently in County Kerry. We've had a nice drive over today from Cork over to Inch Beach. We're here for 2 nights. I caught 2 fish last night and I put them in a smoker and it should be ready, so I'll just show you. Hopefully it'll turn out well. Alright, here we go. Little smoker I've had for years. The flames have gone out. In fact, I can still hear them, but I'm just going to open it anyway. Let's see how they turned out. Oh yeah. Yeah, they look good. They're done. Grab them tonight with some spuds, a bit of edge. That should be fine. The beach is about 400 yards that way. So we'll be making an attempt to go there tomorrow morning. Right, catch you later. This is Inch Beach in the Dingle Peninsula. think it goes on that way for about 3 miles. Jellyfish there knocking about. A little fellow. Good girl.
Clever girl.
It's barbecue night tonight, and there's quite a lot of wind, so I've had to resort to sheltering the barbecue with my table. I just hope I don't melt the table, otherwise I'll be in big trouble. Meat going on shortly. Dog's got a bone. All good. Just having a bit of dinner now. It's so blooming windy. A bit of the lettuce has blown off my plate, and it's stuck to that little chair over there. Stuck to the leg of that little chair. That's how blooming windy it is. It's still there on the very bottom left. That's a little village of Inch ahead of us there. The good thing with this beach is you can go out with your car, you can drive for about 3 miles all the way along there in your car.